Hey boys, I figured I'd get you a video and updaters. Underline how raw my videos are. Y'all could probably understand. On that 2015 that I showed you with 1,000 miles on it, remember I walked out and I told you guys, well, these are the symptoms, and I think that's what it is. And I told you the driver was complaining about the driver was complaining about weird noises in the truck not pulling as well as it was supposed to. I believe that's what it was, and I automatically said, oh, that's probably the actuator. Well, boys, that wasn't quite the case. I hope y'all appreciate the fact that my videos are raw, but sometimes you guys will end up with videos like this, like, hey, let me update you. Let me show you what the real problem was. After a test drive, I realized a few things, and there's the metal bin. That manifold had a crack. Well, hold on a second. Let me put y'all on pause and pull that manifold out and show you where the crack was. Hold on tight. Alright, I got that manifold out. So this was the manifold from a 300,000 mile Cummins. A lot of times what happens is they get extremely hot. I mean, I don't know if the video... Yeah, you can see how the hole's ovaled out. And it's really crazy. So it's this one, and this one's really oval out. I think it's a factory thing as far as ovaling out. They don't expect these, you know, four in the middle to go as far. Let me tell you what happens. They get so heated that they expand and they bend the bolt. So imagine you got something in here and then this thing's pushing on it that way, so you get a bolt, something like that, you know, with a zag in it. And Genius Us comes in, tries to unscrew it. Well, you got a twist in it, so you try to spin that thing, you're gonna run into something real quick. And then result is you're snapping the bolt, because that's the only way of removing it. So you unscrew or snap all these bolts, you slide this thing out, and then you literally with your finger unscrew it. Yeah, guys, I had my coffee and it's hot. I mean, it's cold out here, but Paul's hot. Anyway, so this thing sits like this bad boy. Well, the issue on hand that I saw, I'll show you the way I inspected it, and I'll share it with you guys. So these, back to the point, sorry guys, just follow along, you'll see what I mean. These things move, and that's, you know, minimal movement was intended. You know, they calculated for it, but they didn't count as such extreme movement that these things bend the bolts, and that's primarily the biggest issue. That's why a lot of these dualies have an issue. That's a single, but I don't have a dually around here to show you. Why does it matter? You guys know what I'm talking about. So really hot really screws with these things. So as much as these Cummins are well engineered to tow heavy, these manifolds and the rest of it isn't so much. So that's why I'm always telling you boys, let them breathe. But anyways, so with that movement comes wear, and these gaskets started to leak. I don't see that really doesn't show it, but I'll show you. I'll show you on my truck how I inspected it. So we saw a light black fuzzy whatever, you could see a light leakage here, and then in the back it got pretty bad. I don't know why it's not really showing it now. It's been under the weather and washed off and rusted and all the rest. But what we weren't seeing is this guy right here. That's a crack. I mean, clearly guys try to wash it off with brake cleaner just to verify, but that's cracked. So in the end, it started out with these gaskets being a usual thing, 300,000. In these cases, workable cases, you know, we take care of our equipment, and 300,000 will still go out. I've seen them as quick as 100, I want to say 20 or 30 on an extreme case. I don't even think that truck had 120 or 30, but anyway, so on a dually expect them 200. On these trucks, expect them 300 if you're cooling them, warming them up and cooling them off properly. If you're not doing that, then you won't even get that mileage. So, just to share that with y'all. Anyways, the way I inspected it, it's really easy. You literally, oh buddy, you literally just pop the hood. Well, first got to release the hood and then pop it. Hey, let me show you. This is my newest truck I have. This bad boy. Look at that. 8,514 miles. Sorry for that annoying sound. But, you literally step on this darn bumper and you go to town. If you're over 300 pounds, probably don't do it because these brackets are flimsy, but a guy like me that weighs $160, some change, you'll be fine. So the idea here is I mean, clearly this truck is new, but I saw smoke coming out. Shoot, I wish I had a long screwdriver to point it out. But you'll start seeing smoke. Oh, come on. I'm closing the light on it. You'll start seeing smoke from that gasket. Well, we saw smoke from that gasket. And then we started seeing smoke on the back gasket. You literally just shine some light and take a good lookers at her back there. Oh, this camera ain't doing very well. But anyways, between the cool area, you'll be able to see the back one. What the heck do they have hooked up here? Anyways, boys, that's how we did it. I've answered this question before. What's up, Dave? Just a sec. Hold on a sec. My boy has a question. Hold on. Back to what I was saying. When I did that original video, I came out. You know, the video was very raw. I walked in. I was told what I was told. Grabbed the keys, and I hit the record button. So you know, none of this stuff is made up or out of the blue. But how did I know it's not an EG? It's not an actuator from the get-go. The thing, you get on it, it boosts. You hit the exhaust brake, it exhaust brakes very well, very clean, and very consistent. Okay, very well, very clean, and very consistent. You know your actuator's solid. Simplest way I can put it. So at that point, on my way to test drive back, I called. I don't know. I called the guy's brother. We're good buddies, I guess. I'm like, hey, well, you and your brother dropped off this truck. What was it doing? When what he told me confirmed. And I think he noticed, he noticed the gaskets leaking as well. So, yeah, simple as that. This video is not for everybody, clearly. Should have said this in the beginning of the video. But for those that are trying to pinpoint and chase it down without going, spending the big bucks, how do I know it's this? How do I know it's that? Very simple. When your gaskets are too far gone, you're going to get excessive smoke, smell, and you're going to lose power. But the controversial thing here, the thing that could have been debated is the sound. You know, the truck was making weird sounds. So it was the gaskets. It could all as well been the actuator. The guy was complaining about power. I didn't really see that. Maybe there's some other reason that he was having crappy power. Very important, guys. Your fueling is a big thing. Your fuel filter is a big thing too. I got stories on stories, guys. I always say this, but life. I'll try my best to keep up with you. I mean, right now I got a story of fuel filters and other stuff. But anyways, stay tuned. We got videos of tires and much more. Anyways, hopefully this helps y'all. May the Lord bless you, and y'all have a mighty fine day.